This is Deb Helfrich. Hashtag Redhead She-Hulk. The human becoming Zenzi, who spent the first 50 years of her life in a polar bear body. And over the last 3 years, I've been evolving into a giraffe. I needed to go home to Africa to learn about humanity from the source. Our African ancestors hold so many answers. It's turned out that today, just minutes ago, I use consciousness to solve the conundrums of quantum mechanics. Both ways. That's why, you see, I'm a 1 in 7.9 billion, because I know I'm just 1 in 7.9 billion. I am the founder of Hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy, a new category of philosophy that asks, how do we think about how we think about being human? We've gotten it so wrong. We don't know what consciousness is. We go around completely screwing up the planet and everything. I gotta put you on pause here. The weight of what I have to share is causing my bicep to burn. So I'm gonna just be right. Oh no, screw it. This you and I, right? See, your body has to be prepared and fully energized to support the creative product of your brain. There is a dependency there, that every little bit of unfitness happening in your body is a drain. Then your subconscious got to go fight bugs and, deal with traffic noises, and all of this drains your body wants you to stay alive. The reason we think quantum reality doesn't make sense because we don't know a damn thing about how humanity works. We used to have all of this complex comprehension of how we worked. We told stories about it. We hadn't yet developed and you'll say science. I'll say science first. And you would stop at saying science. There's the right order of that. I'm certain that you would stop at saying science is what's made us smarter and better and more rational and able to fuck up the whole planet just because we're just gonna go to Mars next. I was off, I'm playing masterful chess with Elon Musk. Once he understands it, I know he's gonna try and hire me to be the director of the Mars City, philosophical division. Because we got things we got to think about. We just know you got to think about things. And the interesting thing is, because it is that I have sort of the hard problem of consciousness into an easy pivot, and I've really truly done it using quantum physics, using Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and just because he was a motherfucking Nazi, undoing that shit and going I side with Einstein. peace, love, harmony. It's I am the she, I state of consciousness. Take that, Werner. I'm not okay with all this Germanic men nonsense. All of this, Holocaust. This is not okay. That somebody whose brain worked so well when it came to physics had no morality. And God damn it, I am not pleased with the U.S. of hypocrisy for the atom bomb. But if Germany would have won, if Werner would have, if he hadn't been so uncertain, they could have wiped out the entire species. Now I have a Germanish last name. If you flip the vowels around and add another one in, another I wherever you feel like it, Hilfreich means helpful in German. I always thought I was German and came to terms with, all of that in my absolute never again. And when I said never again in kindergarten, I meant it. This is what I'm sitting here doing right now. But there's portraiture evidence in the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam that I am much more Dutch. Has a portrait of my doppelganger, 1642. Somebody looked just like me. 400 years old. I got to get, it took forever for my brain to process that. But what has occurred since my brain processed that saved my life? Giraffe has at least 18 lives. Be the cat, be the feline would not have saved me. You see, in order to comprehend this universe and get all of the math correct, you gotta comprehend your own consciousness. To be all that you can be, not enslaved in plantation capitalism. This economic system dictates your mind state. No wonder there was prohibition and made cannabis a plant that is nutrition for the endocannabinoid system, like respiratory system, circulatory system, endocannabinoid system. I'm going to make up something there, but let's just stick to them. Making a pretty important point. Endocannabinoid system regulates. It's the primary causal factor of our homeodynamic balance. It's checking, it's going, well, we've just gotten COVID, so the immune system, I'll rewrite all the subroutines, give the immune system as much energy as you possibly can. Don't build no new muscle. For the foreseeable future, can't, no more. All right, there's just levels and levels and levels and levels of conditions in there. Consciousness. And making a list and checking it 1 trillion times. As the philosopher king of the Tweeterverse. What was Elon trying to do by it? Y'all, we did not elect Elon Emperor of Earth. He just decided. Just keep it up with him. 555. not the not the sign of the redheaded She-Hulk. I never need to show you this, but I will, because either way the outcome is perfect. But today, July 19, 2022, it drove by the Mega Millions jackpot is $555 million for the fifth force times 3. So all you got to do is understand that all of this is literally staggering. They say 30% of the universe is dark energy. 70% is dark. No, 30 is the dark matter and 70 is the dark energy. 25. That was very painful. I know it is a concept with making the words come out. 25% of what's in the universe is dark matter. 70% is dark energy. Dark meaning we don't know what else to call it. And 5% is the stuff we've counted so far. Of course, E equals MC squared. Like, little bit of mass, get it up going to the speed of light, and you go, oh, there's energy. What is all of this dark shit about? Once you go black, you don't go back, right? It's life force. Stuff, they don't know what it is. It's life force. Bioelectricity. Now, plain old electricity flowing through stuff makes stuff, static stuff, do stuff. Flowing through life, we are generating morphic fields as we live, and just watching the birds. Oh, parked at the library, I just saw a seagull, literally. Mike Tyson, a pelican. Boom! It bit it on its wing. Man, wildlife sees me as porous. My energy is so I can't give any word I give you. You're gonna have all this judgment. We don't play judgment, but what I'm showing you, I'm in trance. I'm in an altered state of consciousness. So when I'm in this altered state of consciousness, the wildlife doesn't perceive me as part of y'all's species, the one that they fear and they avoid, and they're like, just don't be around that energy. I seceded from beta brainwaves. Also, when we're talking about trying to end all dehumanization and my capacity to demolish races of this decade before 2030, would somebody listen to me? Why you want to listen to me? I'm still, I thought it was a decade. I'm still giving you all 2 years here free. Get demolish racism. We gotta do it. We gotta do it until we unite as one species. We have no chance of averting climate change at all. We're gonna keep speeding it up inside these nation states. One doing this, one and summits, and people get all uproarious, and then the corporations make more stuff for us to buy that gives them an appropriate profit margin. When you measure always include the measurer. Says MC Hammer, right on the famous tweet. When you measure, include the measurer. You know, all this physics, I see peep one about life or life force. Energy equals mass. Why did Einstein need to square the C? Speed of light, it's infinity. We simply have trouble. We can't conceive of that. Why does energy and math need to go twice? What goes that fast? T, speed of thought, speed of consciousness. So there's where the celerity, as the C is for light, is from the Latin celerity, swiftness, and celeritas. Actually, the Latin celerity is the, I don't know, hybrid word trying to explain swiftness. Got light, consciousness, very swift. Consciousness is so swift that our current model of time, you see, time is only embodied. We forgot to include the measurer, and so we've got this concept, and all of the quantum stuff it's got this great picture. It's getting things, but it just keeps forgetting to solve for consciousness. And then it's elementary. Consciousness is elementary. Then came everything else. Electromagnetism, which is life force, came first. Had to be. The force is all okay. You know, and there's mechanical, chemical, electrical, magnetic. Fifth force is consciousness. And I'm operating in a different dimension of consciousness, right at this very, very minute, for your historical pleasure. It's definitely mine. It's definitely like, wow, I can do this. One woman improv, Socratic monologues, that dazzle you. What on earth is she on? What is she's talking about? It's so confusing, but I can sense her certainty that I'm supposed to be getting this. So being a good little human, I'm just gonna start saying, I get it. I won't let other people know I don't get it. I get it. You know, get a little of that action going on, and I promise you, give me 5 hours. You'll get me. And every second of those 5 hours, maybe not explicitly, consciously, you won't know, you'll distrust this, but it will be the truth. I'm packing in and teaching you how to live your best human potential. You know, right now, being the first one that I know of to have gotten all this sorted and to have this theory of everything, I can't tell you, I can't throw terminology at you. It doesn't exist, and I don't think we even need to change the terminology. What we need to do is come back in and stop right out where one word has 4 separate, like, non-contiguous meanings. We're all arguing and nobody knows what they're arguing about. It's craziness. The English language. It's plantation capitalism. It's everything is everything. Thank you, Lauryn Hill. Jesus, the truth. We was all miseducated. Consciousness is elementary, primary. Consciousness is life force, bioelectricity. I'm the founder of the philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity, which yields a unifying theory of human energy, potential, and well-being, which, solving for consciousness, back over in quantum mechanics, solves Einstein's greatest blunder, which was the cosmological constant. Do we need it? Do we not need it? We need it. What it is, why the universe is expanding. See, again, they're looking for constant, they're looking for it's the space of the morphic fields, all life. This is how everything is instantaneous, because everything is. And there's always more is being made by consciousness, all life. Single-celled amoebas up to us. Now, obviously, the density of our morphic fields far outweighs. No, wait. Talking about mass here. Here's where the terms morphic fields have density, energetic density, more so than mass, substance, weight. You displace air in a vacuum situation. Are there any natural vacuums? This question came up to me last night in my preponderance of quantum physics, self-recreating quantum physics. I did it with Hannah Somatics. I learned the whole modality and to do it internally from a good practitioner without any train. Yeah, super fast, super complex human learning. Now, I'm not in the fastness. Tim Ferriss, jeez Louise, would you get me on the podcast? That brings us to a Jordan. It's been Deb Helfrich. Harmony.